We all know that kindness can go a long way for someone, and a new study has found that acts of kindness can help reduce someone's anxiety and depression.
Yeah, pretty cool. And this morning to talk all about this study, our wellness expert, Dr. Heather Hans. Thank you so much for joining us, Heather.
My pleasure. Thank you for having me.
Of course, coming in on Labor Day as well. We certainly appreciate that. So we want to know, how do acts of kindness improve mental health? This is a really neat study.
It really is, more than we know. So we are wired to feel good by doing kind acts because of our history and evolution to hunt and live in social groups. But now we're glued to our screens, people move around a lot, communities aren't as close, so we need to make more of an effort. And when you do a kind act, it boosts serotonin, endorphins, and dopamine, causing us to feel happier, healthier, reduces pain.
Wow.
And this study found that the participants all had at least mild anxiety or depression, and they were put into one of three groups. First did acts of kindness, the second planned a fun activity twice a week, and the third did cognitive behavioral therapy, where they changed their stressful thoughts. Okay. All three of them reduced it, but acts of kindness helped the most, which is big news.
Yeah.
That is. All right, so what are some simple ways that people can spread kindness?
So one of the ways that I think is often overlooked is being a good listener and asking questions, showing that you care about a person and their life, makes them feel like they matter. And it also reduces anxiety in the listener when you listen attentively. And if you paraphrase what the person said after they say it, that shows them that you were definitely listening. So that's a therapist tip.
Yeah.
And then another thing I recommend is expecting good things to happen and being an inspiration to people, because that is a gift. We all need inspiration, and having a positive attitude goes such a long way, especially for people in leadership positions, because people tend to be more sensitive to the behaviors of high status people, and that includes parents of kids. So really just being that positive guiding light for them. And then another idea is just to publicly acknowledge people, their work or their attributes. You can acknowledge them publicly. You can write a review, leave a generous tip. Harvard Review recommended having a kindness round at the end of work meetings where people are free to compliment each other's work. So these are just some of an infinite number of ways we can be kind.
So many good ideas. I think of to give is better than to receive with all of this, right? That old saying. How many acts of kindness should people be doing to feel these effects?
Good question. This study showed just one act a day, that's all they did, was enough to improve their resilience and their well-being and their pleasure. So it's not a lot. Usually it involves some cost to us to give an act of kindness, but the rewards are so beneficial. And the research shows that giving in a balanced way, so not too much, not too little, can help us live longer, healthier lives.
I love that acts of kindness can really just spread like the whole gamut. It can be anything from just holding a door open for someone or complimenting them on something that they're wearing to a tip, to a gift, whatever it may be. And there's really a lot of ways you can do it, and you only need to do one a day to feel the benefits.
Absolutely. We're probably all doing more than that already, but just being intentional about it can really go a long way.
It's really fantastic. Thank you so much, Heather.
My pleasure. Thank you.